Okay. America is known for its huge cities, endless highways, and some of the most famous landmarks on Earth, but hidden across the country are things that sound so unbelievable. You might think they were made up. From a town where thousands of bats live underneath a bridge, to a place where it can literally rain fish. These are 15 strange things in America that sound completely fake. Intro. And the strangest part? Every single one of these places, events, or facts has a real story behind it. So let's start with number 15, the world's largest ball of twine, in Cawker City, Kansas. You'll find something that sounds like a joke, an enormous ball of twine. What started as one man's collection of leftover twine eventually became a gigantic roadside attraction. The town even holds an annual celebration where people add more twine to it. It's one of those uniquely American attractions. That sounds impossible until you actually see it. 12. The world's largest underground business district. In Minneapolis, there's an enormous network of connected buildings and walkways that lets people move through parts of downtown without going outside. It's known as the Minneapolis Skyway System. During Minnesota's brutal winters, this network can be incredibly useful. You can walk between offices, restaurants, shops, and hotels while staying indoors. A lake that can explode. Lake Nyos isn't in America. But here's an American connection you might not expect. The United States has volcanic lakes and geothermal areas that remind scientists just how powerful underground activity can be. Yellowstone, for example, sits above a massive volcanic system and contains thousands of geothermal features, the ground beneath. Parts of the park is literally powered by heat from deep inside Earth. Okay, the door to hell. In America, deep underground in parts of the United States are natural formations that look almost otherworldly. One famous example is Carlsbad Caverns in New Mexico. The cave system stretches for miles underground and contains enormous chambers, strange rock formations, and an ecosystem completely different from what you'd find on the surface. Desert where rocks move by themselves. In California's Death Valley, there's a place called Racetrack Playa, where rocks have been known to leave long trails across the dry lake bed. For years, nobody could explain how they moved. Scientists eventually discovered that thin sheets of ice can form around the rocks during rare cold conditions. When the ice melts and breaks apart, wind can push the rocks across the surface. Briseñor, a volcano under Yellowstone. Yellowstone isn't just a national park. Beneath it is one of the largest active volcanic systems on Earth, but don't imagine a volcano constantly preparing to erupt. Yellowstone's geothermal activity is mostly visible through hot springs, geysers, mud pots, and fumaroles. Old Faithful is one of the most famous examples. The U.S. has a town with almost no residents. Across America, there are tiny communities that have only a handful of residents. Some were once busy mining, railroad, or farming towns, but gradually lost their populations. Today, certain ghost towns look almost frozen in time, with abandoned buildings and roads that tell the story of a completely different America. 6. It can literally rain fish. One of the strangest weather phenomena reported in America is animal rain. In rare situations, powerful waterspouts or storms can lift small animals from water and carry them before dropping them somewhere else. Reports of fish falling from the sky have occurred in different parts of the world, including the United States. It sounds impossible, but the science behind it is surprisingly simple. The largest tree in the world? California's giant sequoias are among the most massive trees on Earth. Some are so enormous that several people standing together can't wrap their arms around the trunk. These trees can survive for thousands of years, meaning some were already alive before many events we learn about in American history. 4. There's a town built around a volcano. In Hawaii, entire communities exist on volcanic islands shaped by eruptions. Hawaii isn't just a tropical paradise. It is one of the most geologically active places in the United States. New land can literally be created by volcanic activity when lava reaches the ocean and cools. The U.S. has an actual door-to-hell type landscape. In Washington state, Mount St. Helens dramatically changed the surrounding landscape when it erupted in 1980. The eruption removed part of the mountain and transformed huge areas around it. Today, scientists continue to study the region because nature has been rebuilding the ecosystem ever since. One of America's strangest natural phenomena. In Alaska, the northern lights can turn the night sky into what looks like a giant moving painting. Green, purple, and other colors can appear across the sky when charged particles from the sun interact with Earth's atmosphere. It's completely natural, but seeing it in person can look almost unreal. America has places that look like another planet. And finally, number 1. The United States has landscapes that look almost extraterrestrial, from the colorful geothermal pools of Yellowstone, to the alien-looking formations of Utah, to the massive canyons and deserts of the Southwest. You don't need to leave Earth to find landscapes that look like science fiction. That's one of the most fascinating things about America. You can travel across the same country and feel like you've entered completely different worlds. Watching the doubters get left behind. Had to break some rules to make